Thank you. I don't do stand-up. I know Kelsey knows this. I don't know if anyone else knows this. So what I'm doing is not stand-up, but I hope you find it entertaining and amusing. I do write, so maybe that helps. You can tell me. You'll be able to. So I traveled this year, and so I just have a couple snippets from some of the places that I really enjoyed. Spain. I remember when money was the dollar and euros were souvenirs. When coffee was black with half and half and Splenda on the go. Yeah, man. When sugar was sugar, was sugar. Where being equal was blue with stars and stripes. And a roll of Tums was at any stop and shop, not a special trip to the farmacia. Neon green and red light expanding hallucinations of a 70s Christmas Christian cruise. So fetching you always think you have an ailment, a reason, a why to entrada. So how come I find myself sick, my voice sick in holy cryptic Christmas cathedrals with high-flung arches by dust and bone architects who created the silk of heavens from slabs of cloud marble in the name of anointed saints, of queen, of money, of Allah, of Arabic scripture. Man, I gotta remember to download my digital pictures, post them on the web, to show all my friends, to show myself, to recall the reason, if there is still one, of a why I am here. My reason shifted when my money took new code, when a Jackson was a 20 and the king was still alive. So I keep in motion, I sleep in horseshoes, and I wake in a new stable every bold, red, and yellow morning to be able to know a why. Paris. I have strolled the village Paris, glamorous Paris, timeless Paris, artists Paris, monumental Paris, mythical Paris, and cosmopolitan Paris, according to the information tourist station. I've done well for myself. I watch everyone smoke. I smoke too, sometimes, here and there, sometimes from here to there. I've mastered the metro, not nearly eaten my weight in snails, drank the champagne that was sent over from the table of regulars at the corner cafe in Vanves, although be it at 3:23 a.m., 2 bottles of unpopped or uncorked champagne and a bag of hash from Olga, the wife of Tomas. I ate off the plate, off the fork of Christophe, on the boulevard across from the Moulin Rouge. I drank his wine, I smoked his cigarette, and I know he is part of the development department for a large successful energy conservation corporation. Christophe, he also plays squash. When it rains in Paris, it is really quite sad. It is, yes, he tells me. Beautiful steel, but it is very sad. And he knows he lives here. Still, walk. It will be beautiful. The Netherlands. New York City. Between 8th and 9th, between Delhi and Thai, an official arrival of spring has sprouted. It's no matter, I can't pinpoint the hyacinths in Central Park since I sweat lavender and pollen birth. Between the fine French and New Jersey fowl, between language leftovers on 10-for-1 postcards, between the fruit vendor, carb vendor, pashmina, nuts, and keychains, the official arrival of spring is salivating. It's no matter I'm saturated since I live in the kitchen of the melting pot. My head down, tunneling over the grates and bowels of the city, passages under enterprises, wine hustlers, under pastry puffers, New York or Puerto Ricans working in the Amish market. Then the flavor of this stew is thick. It's complex. It carries history and grit, and man, I dig it when I see families in saris kicking around an inflatable globe. So between the airport and an off-Broadway rehearsal, between ORD and my entrance down into the wedding rabbit hole, an official arrival of a proposal has occurred. Between the transition of upheaval, between our luscious Parisian lifestyle lilt and Dutch gracht and stracht wanderings of tulips tiptoed up narrow staircases, between this hustled choice of life and travel, we pause. He kneeled, I gaped. There was a ring, we popped a cork. He swigged, I made phone calls, he went back to work. I said a holy yes within the hustle, and the official arrival of engagement has me sweating the floor up as my foul mouth trumpets elation. Hells yeah!